to another episode of Reality Court. My name is Ace Fanning, host of the Sister Wives podcast, Love Should Be Multiplied, Not Divided. And I am joined by the beautiful...
Anna Quincoces, who's super young.
Oh, super young Anna Quincoces. She's so beautiful.
Thank you.
You're young in appearance. I'm
young in appearance, and I'm
sometimes when
working
you
on the
tell
other
people,
stuff.
oh, why is your username now Dua Lipa?
Because our last episode was Missy Elliott. I've decided I'm going to channel my inner gangsta, singer, cool.
Oh, okay. Are you going to be singing on the show?
I'm not going to be singing on the show. Listen, you don't want me singing.
Okay.
Seriously, there are mammals that are dying that sound better than me singing.
I could.
Yeah. No, I admit that.
Okay.
But I have so many other gifts.
Yes.
That I'm not going to complain about that one.
Like, what are the other gifts?
Origami.
Oh, you do good
so
origami?
Good at origami. Yeah.
I'm terrible at origami. There's nothing I hate more than...
Cooking, obviously.
Obviously.
Blowjobs.
Oh, you give good blowjobs?
Oh, my God. Listen.
What's your special technique?
I mean,
is it like the
days.
The twister?
It's not the twister, but listen, you got to stay towards the top.
Okay. Yeah.
This top here, that's where you need to live.
Okay. Yeah.
Just like, because a lot of people spend a lot of time on the shaft.
Yeah.
And then they kind of stop like right up. But no, you need to be doing something here while you do the other. Look, I can't explain it right now, but I'll draw you a diagram.
Okay.
I'll send it to Caitlin.
Thank you.
Maybe you'll last 8 seconds.
Oh, wow. That's going to be a good time. I actually, I like to have my balls licked. I think because it's like, it's different, It's like, oh, yeah. Look at that. It's a little different.
That's so basic, Ace. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
Oh, God, he got his balls licked.
I'm just saying, like, if I'm thinking about a blowjob, it's like, oh, that's a fun part because it's like, it's out of the box, Normally,
what about that little area?
No.
I can't believe we're doing this. That little area between the balls and the 7 Mile Bridge?
No, I don't want my taint
You've never even tried it.
No.
Well, of course not, because it's probably not clean enough.
Ew, Anna, I use a bidet.
Dirty boy.
I use a bidet. I'm very clean.
Do you use a douche?
No, I don't douche. What is wrong with us? Why are we doing this right now? God, I feel like my face is turning red. That's disgusting. It's bad if you can make me uncomfortable.
This is why the trash bags and the judgy jurors listen to us.
Oh, my
get us.
goodness.
First, here, I just want you guys to know that I do listen to and I read your comments on YouTube. I touch my face a lot and shit. I'm going to stop doing that, but I have to catch myself. A lot of times is that I feel that I have carb face. Like I've been sick, so my face gets puffy, and I think like I'm trying to fool somebody.
Oh, you're trying to cover it up?
Yeah, it's like all this. So I hear you. You're seen. Okay? Then somebody else said I use too much filter. Well, that's gone because this new fucking Riverside, we used to use something else, has no filter.
That
so
she's
I'm
figured
sorry
out
I'm
yet.
Ugly. Oh, no, I'm going to figure it out. And then I'm going to look like a cyborg again. Just so you guys know. But in the meantime, this is me.
Does it ever make you uncomfortable, Anna, that I come on here and I don't use a filter and I look like gorgeous, hot, sexy, and then you come on and it's like...
No, because you're hot and sexy, but you look sickly sometimes. Because you have no fucking color. I know. I wear makeup, you don't wear makeup, whatever. So, no, I don't give a shit.
Okay. I just want to make sure. I don't know. My lighting is terrible. I feel like it's getting a little better.
No, it's better today.
Yes, thank you.
You need to do the thing. Or sometimes if I feel pale, I go like this. Go like that to your cheeks. My dad taught me that. Do not make yourself wrinkled.
Oh.
Look, just pinch.
Oh, just a pinch on the...
Look how cute you look.
Oh, look, I got like blush on.
Pinch and pull.
Pinch and pull. That's like what I do with my wiener.
Look how cute you look.
Wow, look at me. I'm shining.
Wow, you look refreshed.
Do you get dressed every day?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
just when we do this?
Yeah, and usually I have pajama pants on or leggings.
Leggings? You like a legging from LuLaRoe?
Yeah, I got a legging and I got I have a new t-shirt that I don't know where it is, but you're going to love it so much. It's a picture of Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, "Oh my God, guys, that's not what I said." I'm so in love with it.
Well, Anna, if it makes you feel better, people are just saying those things about you. But like for me, it's like, can he just stop talking? Can he stop?
Listen.
And I'm like, how am I supposed to stop talking? It's a podcast.
I'm going to come for them. Okay. No, I am going to come for them because I'm very protective of you. You know, you're the son I never had or I could have had if I had gotten my period at 10 years old. And I am pissed at those people. Stop saying. Oh, wait.
Everything is oh my, now she's coughing into the mic.
All right, I'm so sorry, guys.
Okay.
Stop saying shit about Ace or I will come for you. I will cut a bitch. Say it about me, but don't say it about him. I am very protective.
Well, just when they're saying like, can he stop talking? I'm like, well, it's a podcast and there can't be dead air. So I have to just keep talking.
But please, guys, I'm writing his coattails. Let's be real. Okay. Do not pretend that he's not so much better at this than I am. So,
thank you for that. I love a compliment. Now, there's breaking news coming out of the Bravo world right now. And you asked me, you said, who's the source? And I said, I don't know. I don't feel like we need sources here. It is being alleged, it is being rumored that Bravo has been in talks with 3 cast members from Real Housewives of New Jersey, and that is Dolores. Oh, God, I love Dolores. Melissa and Teresa. But what the rumor is that Dolores and Melissa will be coming back to Real Housewives of New Jersey, and Teresa will be getting a spin-off show.
With Louis.
With
you guys heard
Louis
it here,
and...
Oh, no, with Gia, too.
Yes.
Listen, guys. Yeah.
You heard it here.
You heard it here first.
First. Well, you probably saw it on Instagram first, which is where I saw it, and then I came on here and told you.
But it's OK Magazine. It's not like it was some random person that just made that up.
Right? Like I feel like OK Magazine's good enough for me.
It's good enough for me.
When people are like, "Don't trust Wikipedia," I'm like, "That's good enough."
Google yahoo.com and find out how much I'm worth.
Oh.
Yahoo.com.
Oh,
yeah.
only Yahoo.
So
okay, first of all, who's using Yahoo as their search?
Exactly, but I am worth so much money on Yahoo. I mean, I haven't checked in years, but it was pretty funny.
I'm excited. Let's see. It says your net worth is $5 million.
Oh no, it went down.
Here was $9 million in July 31st. Okay, $9 million.
Yeah.
Okay,
if you need a loan or anything?
Thank you. Are we in the ballpark?
No.
Stop coughing. Shove it down. Shove it back down your throat.
I am. I just swallowed that. It felt good.
Yeah, because you're so good at blowjobs. Guys, this week we're going to have some fun guests on, Paul and Patrick, and it's a fun episode, and I cannot wait to do my coffee reading. Maybe I'll ask them if I can record it, and then I'll share it here. Unless he tells me bad stuff, then I won't share it with anybody.
No, he's good, let me tell you.
I don't want to hear bad stuff, though. Bullshit.
He didn't tell me anything bad. He doesn't say bad.
Well, maybe bad stuff's not coming for you, but maybe for me, he's like, oh, yikes, you're going to die soon.
No, he would never tell you that. That's not happening.
Okay.
And you got to get those thoughts out of your head.
How do you feel about the idea of Dolores Catania and Melissa Gorga being our anchors on Real Housewives of New Jersey?
Look, I always thought that Teresa needed to be on Real Housewives of New Jersey, but I think that would work as long as they bring back Jen Fessler.
Yes. I agree.
I mean,
I think Jen Fessler needs to be holding a pizza slice or whatever they hold in Jersey.
If Jen Fessler is not a housewife, I'm boycotting.
With Jen Fessler, it's what we need in Jersey is somebody who is like back in the day we had Dina, and Dina was smart and witty but funny. And we don't really have that right now in Jersey. We don't have somebody who's quick and witty and funny. Like the closest we have is Danielle, who is just kind of funny because we're laughing at her, not so much with her, you know?
Right. No.
So
Jen
I feel like
is funny as hell. And by the way, she's such a liar. You know, she lies about everything.
No.
It's like her default is to lie.
What'd she lie
funny.
about?
She knows it. Everything. Everything. But just to make you feel good. It's like, oh, remember that
Don't
day
say
that
this because she gave me compliments on here. I don't think she lied then.
If you hear her on Jeff this past week, they caught her. They busted her on so many lies. It's hilarious. And then she admitted that she doesn't brush her teeth at night. And when she saw that everyone thought that was the grossest thing they've ever heard, then she started backtracking and like, she just is a very natural born liar. And I love that about her. I feel like, by the way, not hurtful lies.
No. So she really meant it when she acted like she liked me.
Oh, yeah, no, she loved you.
Oh, okay. Phew, obviously.
When I've talked to her, she's like, always, she remembers your name. She's like, how's Ace? He's so funny. I want to do the show again, that kind of thing.
Oh, hell yeah. Come back, Jen Fessler. We love you. I feel like I am all for that. I feel like I want Dolores. I go back and forth on Melissa, but if we're going to keep what I don't want is Dolores to be like Elisa Vanderpump and then the rest of the cast be like a Vanderpump Rules. I don't want that.
No, I don't know that will happen. Not if they bring back Margaret. She won't allow it.
No, I don't want a bunch of young people, you know. I hate watching young people do their life. Other than I've been into Southern hospitality. I'm really into Southern hospitality right now.
I don't know why you're into Southern hospitality because the other one is so much better right now. But
Southern Charm is the other one she's referring to. Yeah. Yes. Who else would you want to bring back to Jersey?
Fessler. Frankly, Margaret.
Okay. You like Margaret.
Because I love Super Joe. And Margaret is funny. Margaret is so Jersey. And she can be messy and she doesn't give a fuck. And I think she's gotten to that point where she believes that she's bigger than life, which I guess in some ways she acts that way, and you need somebody like that. And then I think that Dolores will bring her down to earth.
I think that we could give Margaret another chance with Teresa gone. I just felt like
that's the only way.
The last season it was I've always loved Margaret and Marge. I've always loved myself some Marge until this last season, and I was just like, it feels tiresome.
No, tiresome, and they were all evil and really mean to each other. There's no need for that. But I do think that, first of all, there'll be some headbutting because Dolores will feel naturally that now she's the anchor of the show, and I believe that that's the case.
I love that.
And you don't think?
No,
that Dolores
I do love that. I love
the main
Dolores.
Person, like she's not to be there with whatever. What is it that they're holding? A cannoli? I forgot.
No, they don't hold anything on Jersey, but they've.
Oh, okay.
My biggest thing with Jersey is that they have had the same title cards forever, and it drives me nuts.
Well, we recommend a cannoli, and they can hold like a cannoli, and she should be in the center. Yes. I think she should be in the center. The husbands. I love the husbands. You know what I mean? I love Paulie, and I love Super Joe. And Jen Fessler's husband is also funny because he's so quiet, but he's also like, he's just funny. You when you see her sometimes with him on Instagram, and she's like, and he's like, yeah, okay. You know, you could tell that for years he's been just listening to Charlie Brown's teacher.
How do you feel about Jen Aiden?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I think you do know, but Jen Aiden is a guest.
First of all, I just read that it's over between her and Bill, but what? I don't know that I
put cameras back up.
What can you look that up? I swear to God, I saw that last night.
Yes,
I don't know if that's a real thing.
I thought you just said, "Can you shut up?" Oh, this is Outlet has confirmed. Oh, that's 2 weeks ago. Never mind.
It's probably not true. That's why I didn't tell you.
Okay.
I think that the person who told off the guy at whatever it was, Jersey Mike's.
Yes.
I think that's who she really is.
That was tough.
And I think, like everybody said, one of the things people tell us all the time is, you made me like you made me like Jen Aiden, you made me like Kelly Dodd, you made me like, hasn't that, you've read that, right?
Yeah.
And so she was great on our show, and I've wanted to have her back since that episode, so that she has an opportunity to kind of say her piece, because I really believe in second chances and third chances and fourth chances. And I think I wouldn't mind having her there. I mean, I wouldn't. What about you?
I feel like it's if she doesn't have Teresa, then maybe she'll move away. I don't, it's like Teresa for me is kind of the common denominator of like, not that I don't want Teresa, but if we have Teresa, then I don't want all these people. Does that make sense?
I know. No, but I don't think Teresa's going to be there. Those people all get along okay. And I think Jen Aiden could do it. And I think she's one of those people that without Teresa, she behaves better. Mm-hmm. Like Alexia is much more palatable without Marisol.
Yeah.
Alexia's actually very nice without Marisol.
Okay.
And so I think that might be the case. And then, I don't know, some newbies. I don't know. How many
but
do you
not
need?
too young. I don't need too young.
No, not too young. I agree.
I agree. If you have kids running around in the background, I'm done. You know?
Really little. Yeah.
Oh, the worst.
Yeah.
Or like, honestly, I don't even need to see you taking them to college. I want them to have go to college last year. And now we can just work on you. Maybe you're getting a divorce. Maybe you're sleeping around. Maybe you're, doing whatever. I love myself an established woman on Real Housewives.
Me too. And Melissa, to me, she's okay. I don't, kind of ambivalent about her, but I do love Joe Gorga.
I do love Joe Gorga. The thing I love so much about Jen Aiden.
Frank Catania's wife. They can bring Brittany.
Oh, I don't know if there's a lot there.
Like as a friend.
Oh, okay. For whose friend?
Just to have him around more.
I do like Frank Catania. I do love Frank Catania. And one of the things I love so much about Jen Aiden is Bill Aiden.
Yeah, I like Bill
love
Aiden
that
too.
Man. I love that man.
But there's something about him. I can't put my finger on it.
What do you mean?
I don't know. There's just something about him.
You can't just say there's something about them and then I can't put my tit on it. Like, tell us.
I didn't say tit.
Okay.
Let's just say I don't think he'd want my tit on it.
Oh, really?
I don't know. That's
you
mean.
think?
That's horrible. Not really. I just think that every once in a while he has a little bit of an effeminate vibe sometimes.
Oh, well,
but I do think
same.
he likes a, yeah.
I got an effeminate vibe all the time. I'm one of the gals.
Okay,
one of the
guess
ladies.
Maybe that's what it means. But I do think he likes women.
But also maybe he likes other things
Whatever,
too.
but no, I do love him. I like him a lot.
Anyways, let's move on from Jersey because we don't know when that's ever coming back. What is going on with Teddi Mellencamp? She got sick. She had this raging headache, goes to the hospital, finds out she has 6 tumors on her brain and has to get like immediate surgery.
I'm worried about Teddi Mellencamp because she's had really bad skin cancer. And
I know.
I know that you've seen, they've taken chunks of her back out and all that. And so they haven't said yet whether they were benign or malignant.
Yeah.
She was like in really good spirits. Her husband, whom she cheated on, is
I have a theory about the cheating. And even if it's not true, if I'm Teddi, this is what I'm going to lean into.
Okay.
The tumors changed me. I didn't cheat on you. The tumors did.
The tumors. It was the tumors. They took control of my brain and, made me do something that I would have never otherwise done.
That's what I would say.
That's a great defense.
Thank you.
That's a great defense.
I should have gone to law school.
I felt bad for him, and I saw him like holding her and praying with her, and like even when she was in her room, which by the way, Morgan Wade, Morgan Wade was there, and her biceps. Have you seen that woman's biceps? I'm scared of her.
No, usually when I see Morgan Wade, I'm more so just waiting to hear the voice come out of her because the voice just always brings me a tickle.
Why?
Because when she talks, she's like, yeah, Kyle, she's just, that's what she sounds like to me.
Like a female Bob Dylan?
Yeah, sure. But like with a country twang on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those two are together. And you know what? I bet the sex is hot.
You think? Do you think Kyle ever goes down on her?
Yes.
Oh, see, I
don't think she did it at the beginning.
Okay, but now.
I don't think she did it at the beginning, but now, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
See, I was imagining Morgan goes down on her, and then Morgan probably does like a strap on.
Right.
I don't really see Kyle as like a scissor girl or going down on someone else.
Kyle is doing scissor big time. Scissor.
Oh, you think so? Because she knew her splits.
100%.
Okay.
100%. And maybe what Kyle is doing is not the full on going down, but you know where you know, like with the finger or maybe just like a little thing and then just staying in the top part, you know?
Okay. Gotcha.
You know, where you're not really in there down and dirty where your face is a glazed donut.
Oh, that's not any fun then. You want the glazed donut.
Well, I know, but that's
effect.
what I think she's doing. I don't think she's graduated to full face donut. But I think Morgan Wade is going like...
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think Kyle's in every which position, just getting licked. Now, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
One person was missing from the hospital room. And for me, I thought this was somebody who was very, very close to one Miss Teddy Mellencamp. And that is Tamra Judge.
Yeah.
Not there. Do we know where Tamra was?
I don't know where she was, but she was thoughts and prayers all over Instagram. But I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Like, I think, what was she doing? She was trying to figure out who her co-host was going to be so she could keep making the big bucks if Teddy drops dead. That's what she was doing.
So,
and God willing, nothing like that happened. Seriously.
My wife was just talking to me the other day, and she was saying that, like, you know, people in this industry or in this world are always out for themselves. And it's like, it's moments like this. And I don't know. I have no idea. I'm talking completely out of my ass about this situation, but she wasn't in the room. And I thought to myself, like, this person is your best friend, as you tell everybody, but then why are you not there for that? And maybe Teddy was like, you don't need to come.
No. Yeah. Look, you could tell me you don't need to come and I'm still going to come. You know what I'm saying? If you really care about somebody, you show up whether they want you to or not. I think Teddy sees her as a friend. Tamra sees her as a business associate. Tamra is always thinking about money. She's always thinking about how much time left. And I've had these conversations with her. This is why I'm telling you.
Oh.
You know, how much time she has left on Housewives. What can she do with that money? You know, all those things. And so right now, I think she was interviewing potential hosts. Well, Teddy was at the hospital.
If I'm in the hospital, are you immediately finding a new co-host?
No, of course not.
You'll ask me to do it from the hospital room.
No, I will be there.
And you'll bring two mics with you.
No, I wouldn't. I'm not even going to joke about that. I don't even want to think about those things.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
But yeah, so yeah, I think that she was probably thinking about that. Like, oh my God, what happens now?
We need to talk about something that I look back sometimes and I think that was the good old days. We were so much happier before. And when I jumped on this Craig and Paige train like nobody else. I was in it to win it. I watched my first season of Summer House and I fell in love with their relationship. I really bought into it. And now it's not just it's no longer an amicable breakup. It is bad. It's getting worse by the day.
Yeah.
She's now accused him of talking with other girls during their relationship. Do you believe this?
No.
Not one bit.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Look, Craig is soft. You know, I love Craig, but look, you know, she likes a different kind of guy. He likes to make pillows and shit. And I guess that doesn't sit right with her. But she has given him so many signs. Like, you just watch episode after episode. She's not into him. Yeah. She's not into him. She doesn't even know how to get out of it. The only thing I do believe is that she tried to break up with him earlier. And that he just didn't accept it or didn't take it seriously and continued to behave as if they were together. But in the
I gotta say this: if you're gonna break up with somebody after the holidays, do not I'm sorry, but I love the holidays more than I love anything else in the whole world. Don't break up with me right before Christmas season. Then it's what movies am I gonna watch? I'm gonna be crying during every Christmas movie. Yeah. January is a great time to break up with me, because my birthday's in March. I've got some time to be sad, and then I'll be back.
And you're
I don't care about Valentine's Day. Yeah. I don't care about Valentine's Day. That's fine. Or honestly, break up with me right before summer. Summer's a good time, I think, to get broken up with, but not around the holidays.
I just don't understand how Craig didn't see all the signs. There's even a part where they were driving. He goes, "So when am I going to see you again?" She goes, "Never. This is the last time you'll ever see me." It was a joke. Yeah. But it was also very telling, and
there's always some truth in a joke.
Yeah. And the whole conversation that they had when they were in some petting zoo or whatever. And he's like, "But you love this." And she's like, "For a minute, but then take me back to the city." He goes, "No, but I like that you love, it's very motherly of you to love this." He wants to put her in a box. She does not want to be in that box. She belongs in another box, or she wants no box.
That's sad.
And I just find the whole thing just so sad, so sad. He's been doing the rounds now. He was on the Tamron Hall show. He's been doing a lot of stuff. Maybe
which I thought was such an interesting. He's like, choice. I got to get on a show, and it's like, well, you're not going to go on The View or anything, so you're going to go on Tamron Hall.
They would have put him on The View.
You think?
Oh yeah, they would put him on The View.
But it's just
yeah.
If Craig is listening, and he's not, but if he's willing to switch teams, I would leave my wife and my children, and I would go live the simple life with him. I think he's not going to have a hard time finding anybody.
Absolutely not. He's a very handsome guy, and he's a good guy. Just because you like to make pillows doesn't mean, but he also says things like, I know that you didn't watch that episode, but in that episode, when, Shep with this woman, Sienna, she lives in the Bahamas, and so in order for her to get citizenship, and he goes, "Well, I'm a lawyer, so I can just file a K-1 for you, and we can take care of that." And it's like, a K-1 is when you're, it's about businesses. It's about how much you made on a business. It's it has nothing to do with the visa. I was going to say,
I think I have to send a K-1 in for, what's the visa one called?
O1, there's a visa 1, depends which one. The O1 is the one when you have a special trait or whatever, or something you do really well, and they'll give you a visa. I do feel like it's called a K1 visa. No, a K1, you'll see.
A K1 visa is a non-immigrant visa that allows a foreign citizen fiance to travel to the United States and marry a U.S. citizen. Wow, you got schooled by Craig.
Okay, then what is a regular K-1 that you file with the IRS?
Well, I think the two things can be true. K-1 IRS.
First of all, okay, I admit that I don't know anything about immigration. I didn't know that there was a K-1. But I will tell you that Craig is not a lawyer. Craig cannot file those documents. Craig never took the bar.
He didn't?
None of it. No, he didn't. He admitted that he never took the bar.
Oh, so darn it.
That would be the unlawful practice of law, and then which is a felony. So don't be filing any KHLMNOP visas for anybody.
I now that Paige is single, now that Lindsay's single, I really want a show centered around them, not at Summer House. I want them in the city. I don't know if it could work as Real Housewives of New York, but I feel like a show with them that's the junior version of Real Housewives of New York would be such a great show. Sierra, I'm sorry, you're so beautiful to look at, but you have to be a friend of, because I'm watching her on Traitors and you forget that she's there. It's so sad. But I feel like I would be very much so into a show revolving around that.
Yeah.
I don't need Summer House anymore.
Yeah, I didn't love the first episode of Summer House, but...
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did you like West last season?
You know, at the beginning, I liked him because I thought he was funny. But when he became like such a player, and I don't find him attractive. So it's like, you should be happy that Sierra is even looking in your general direction.
Yeah.
So I got pissed off at that.
See, this is what's so hard for me is I loved him so much, and then everything happened, and now this season, it's everything he does bothers me.
Yeah.
I don't know how to be half in on anything. I was ready to marry West, and now I want to kill him.
What about Jesse?
Oh, your face is already saying exactly what I'm thinking. I don't understand what it is I'm not liking about Jesse, but I'm not liking it. And I loved Jesse.
But I liked him before.
I loved him. I would have given him my left nut to
what is happening?
But there's something off about him this season, and I feel like it's again like the fame is getting to his head and he's letting it show too much.
I think there should be a limit on these reality stars on these big shows to like 3 years and then switch them out so that they can't get too big.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm think.
Ready for Carl and Lindsay to deal with each
divorced?
Other. Well, no, they're divorced.
Oh, Lindsay,
sorry.
Oh, you're talking about Carl. You're not talking about the mullet guy. You think they would go back together?
No. I'm ready for them to see each other and have to deal with each other because this season, she at one point in the trailer, she says like, you made me so miserable. You wanted me to be this and that. And I love a couple fighting.
You do?
I do. It brings me joy. Now, what I would love is for Amanda to leave Kyle. I would love that.
I would too.
Yeah,
because
she deserves
too
better.
Nice. She's such a nice, she could do so much better. He does look so much better without the mullet. Wow.
Way better. Thank God.
Oh my God. What a difference.
Thank God.
Well, let's talk about Shep for a minute because I know that you don't watch this, but Shep is, of all the Peter Pans on that show, he's the most Peter Pan.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. He is 46 years old. He can't keep a relationship for any length of time.
46?
He's not really interested in having 46. He's not interested in having children. I don't know why, because his parents have a good marriage. I don't know where the trauma comes from. But then, you know, he's played around with other people, hurt everybody's feelings. This is like payback, but it's also weird. So he meets this beautiful girl from the Bahamas, Sienna. She's 26. And at first, apparently, she had slipped into Whitney's DMs. So if you've ever seen it, you know it's Patricia's son.
Yeah, Whitney to me is there's something about him, like when I see him on the TV, it makes my skin crawl.
Yeah, and you know what? I honestly, if you see him lately, I think he's transitioning.
Oh, okay.
Like there's something happening to him. He completely looks like really weird. So for Shep, this girl has been ignoring him. He went all the way to the Bahamas, took all his friends with him. He gets to the airport, starts calling the girl. She doesn't answer the phone. She doesn't answer the phone. And then he's like telling them, I'm getting mixed messages. Like, it's not mixed messages. It's the messages, leave me alone, you psycho, you know?
Yeah.
And then all these guys who can never keep any relationship are giving Shep advice. And then poor Craig, he goes, you know, I've had to learn to accept that for Paige, her career is very important, and I've learned to do that, and that's why, you know, we have such a great relationship, because I've accepted that when, you know, we know that it's over. Yeah. And then he also said that he had bought her a ring. He also said that he was about to propose, and it's just these guys, which is one of the reasons you don't like this show, is like all so guy-centric, but they're also so clueless.
Oh, yeah.
That it's interesting to watch. I don't know if people are particularly sheltered in Charleston, but they're all idiots.
My thought process is like, why does everyone want to fuck Shep? Why do all these women throw themselves at him?
Because you can't have him. He's always the one that, like, you know, he's like a bar of soap that keeps slipping away. You can't hold on to him very tight. Okay. He's not interested. He acts aloof. And the second you act aloof in front of a woman and she usually gets the guy, they'll go crazy. And so that's what's happening to him. But it is so embarrassing and cringy to watch him, because he's like, but can you come and help me? And she's like, I'll wait for you outside. She goes, really? But come in here. But come on. And it's like, oh my God, shut up. I'm screaming at the TV.
Yeah.
Like, you know, this guy's, for practical purposes, pushing 50.
Yeah.
Plus, she's a child. And he's not really, he told her I love you, like within the first week. And she said it too. And he believes that that's true. He has zero experience in real relationships, but none of them do.
One of my dreams in life is to come across aloof or mysterious. The problem is I got a big fucking mouth and I got an honest face. So it's like, I'll never be that. But I would love so much for people to be like, oh, Ace is so mysterious.
What he's thinking.
It's like, ugh, you know.
Yeah, I wonder what he's thinking. We know exactly what you're thinking.
Right?
Yes.
I wish I could be aloof. Okay, so whenever I hear about an age difference like that, 46 and 26, I just immediately go to the fact that when he was 20 years old, she was born.
She was born.
Born.
Me too.
You're in college. You're coming near the end of, well, probably not for him. I'm sure he did college for like 10 years, but like you're coming to the end of your college time and she is starting at life. You're getting ready to go into the adult world and she's just coming into the world. Yeah. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
What do you have in common?
I hope Kate Case is close to him, and I hope she interviews him because, and I want to know what she says about it because it's really hard to watch. Mm-hmm. He's always been, had the upper hand in every relationship, and it's like, but I don't want to commit, and I don't know exactly what I feel, and he's ready to give this woman his kidney.
Yeah,
like it's crazy. So, whatever. I'm gonna see what happens, but he's Andy's favorite. Of everyone on Bravo, I am telling you Andy's favorite is Shep.
Why?
No, you see it. I don't know, but you see it. He loves him so much. So the reunion will be fun to watch because he's going to say, dude, what the fuck were you thinking?
Now this next story, sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, go ahead.
This next story I'm a little bit scared to bring forward because I just don't ever want to upset my Lord and Savior, Andy Cohen. Mm-hmm. But his nudes got leaked this weekend. And I'll just say this.
What news?
Nudes.
How does he look?
Great.
Well, send them to me.
I will. I'll send it to you. He looks great. He's hung. He's doing well.
Wait a second. Full nude?
Full nude, like dick and all. Dick, pubes, body. It's a mirror pic. And the reason people know it's him is because they found another picture that he took and he's got the same phone, same pop socket, the body, because in the other picture he's shirtless. It's the same body. But I just want him to know, like, one, I totally respect you and I think that's awful that people shared it. But two, it looks great, so don't be ashamed. It's beautiful.
Don't be ashamed. Yeah.
Don't be ashamed.
I think he's back with John Hill.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think so. I'm getting.
You know what? I've always there's a conspiracy theory that he really did buy Heather Dubrow's other embryos that she had left over, and when you look at his kids, you're like, oh, I could see that.
No, I can't see that. No.
Her kids, not the twins. The other
I'm
two
not going to talk
beautiful.
about her kids. I'm talking about her.
Oh.
Okay? She looks like a Who from Whoville.
Mm.
There is no way that Lucy's gorgeous, Ben is adorable. No.
Okay.
No. And anyway, I know. No.
What?
No,
you were going to say you know?
No, I just know who the surrogate is. I don't know who the... But maybe the surrogate is the baby mama. I don't know.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
No, usually like celebrities, they have so much money. It's like you get the egg from someone, the surrogate from someone, the nanny.
They don't get attached and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
but I know that Ben and Lucy are biologically brother and sister.
Yes, that I knew.
So, yeah.
So, anyways, I just feel like I would love to celebrate Andy. He's worth celebrating. I'll say that.
Really?
Yeah.
Please send that to me. I really want to see it.
I will.
But I kind of knew that he was hung.
Yeah.
You could tell. Yeah.
It's just You know, he's got kind of a weird gait about him when he's walking, and it's like maybe because
he has short legs, right?
I do too. I am built like an LP. I've got a long torso and short legs. They
but I
actually
think he's got short legs, but that makes your dick look bigger.
That's true. They did ask me to join Little Women LA, and I was like, I don't actually qualify. I just am built like that. But unfortunately, that didn't work out. Yeah.
Because you're not a woman?
Oh, that too. That was another part. But mostly it was because I wasn't an actual LP, just built like one. Now, there's some word going around about Ashton Kutcher and P. Diddy having their hand in Brittany Murphy's death. And to bring everyone up to speed, Brittany Murphy's death has always been a mystery to everybody. Yep. There was speculation about like there was mold in her house. Britney Spears, I believe it was, tried to buy Brittany Murphy's house before her and was like, the vibe is wrong. She bought the house and then immediately sold it and never stayed there.
Oh, really?
So people think the house is haunted.
Yeah. You know, I don't know if the house is haunted. I know that they said she died from pneumonia. Mm-hmm. They also said Kim Porter died from pneumonia. Apparently, Brittany Murphy knew some information that they didn't want to get out. Mm-hmm. And didn't Ashton Kutcher dated Brittany Murphy?
I think he did. And also, here's the craziest part. Ashton Kutcher was going on a date with a girl way back when, and he went to go pick her up, and he was at her house, went to the door, everything, and then she never came to the door, so he left. Says that he thought that he was stood up. Well, actually, she was dead inside, and he's like, well, my hand might be on the door, my fingerprints might be on the door handle, but he said he didn't go inside. And so there's been a lot of speculation about Ashton Kutcher and
being a murderer.
I'm just saying there's speculation about that. And they found, well, later they said that, that it was a serial killer who killed her. Who was the serial killer? I'm trying to find it, but, some Michael Gargiulo, no idea. Yeah, and so people think that maybe Ashton is not the squeaky clean guy that we've all thought.
You know, I'm telling you, this is one of the problems when you have so much money and so much either notoriety or whatever, then very, very few things in life make you happy or excited. Mm-hmm. And then you go to the dark side. I don't know who. The other day, it was some big CEO of some huge company got arrested for like child porn and stuff. And it's like, why? You have everything, you know? Yeah. And P. Diddy.
Because when you have everything, you just want more. And you also feel like there's no rules for you.
There's no rules and very little satisfies you.
Yeah.
I do think that happens with sex. It's a slippery slope, you know? You start watching like a little bit of soft porn on TV, then you go on Pornhub, and then you're like, oh, you know, the like younger girls and then whatever. And before you know it, you're looking at really sick shit. So,
oh, okay. Well, as an avid porn watcher, I've never found myself watching sick shit.
Because you're not sick and you don't have that much money. You know? You have to have that much money. Right. It's just normal.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I'd hate to think of Ashton Kutcher as a murderer, but I could see it. I hope everything comes out about everybody, because I think that a lot of the issues we have with depression, with school shootings, with young kids feeling depressed all the time has a lot to do with social media and how we idolize these people that we think are perfect and have perfect lives. And I am ready for the mighty to fall.
Mighty to fall, baby.
Yeah, I want them to fall so that normal kids can see that it's not all that and go live your nice little life, you know, have your meatloaf on Mondays and your Taco Tuesdays and have a nice life.
First of all, Michelle Obama put an end to that. They're not eating that anymore. They have to eat healthy shit.
Okay, well,
but I will say there used to be rectangle pizza in school when I was in elementary school.
Oh
and
my
I
God,
still to this
me
day,
too.
I still dream about it. I still think about that pizza.
I dream about the grilled cheese sandwich from my high school.
No.
Oh, I do. And the mac and cheese.
Oh,
My mac and cheese tasted exactly like the mac and cheese from Chick-fil-A.
Oh, okay. In high school, we had taco bowls that were amazing. The bowl was actually like nice and fresh and crispy and covered in oil. It was so good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, I don't listen. Are Diddy and Ashton somehow connected? Probably. It's probably again the Illuminati.
It's all gonna come out. It's all gonna come out.
I'm
telling you, it's all gonna come out, and I cannot wait. Seriously, I like people to pay for the things that they do, because here we are busting our ass doing things the right way, and everybody else just does whatever the fuck they want, like no rules apply to them, and then they're being worshipped by our children. No,
fuck that.
Not okay. Fuck that shit. Right now.
One last story before we go. There is a fallout happening between Taylor Swift and Blake Lively over the "It Ends With Us" drama.
I am not your dragon.
Oh, not your dragon.
I am not your dragon.
People are believing that Taylor is felt bamboozled by Blake Lively, and I just, I know that you're the same way as me.
What happened?
You flip-flop just as much as I do, but I'm back to hating Blake again.
Oh, I hate Blake.
Okay.
Oh, I hate Blake, and she lives now here, and it's like, no wonder she had to leave, wherever in shame, and this is where we come when we're ashamed of being in like big cities, So I know how she feels, but I think she's a little manipulator, and listen, I've never been a Swiftie, but I do think that Taylor Swift is a nice, decent person. She's like a good girl.
I have heard from people before that worked firsthand with her. Nicest celebrity they've ever met.
Oh, yeah. And my
smartest celebrity they've ever met.
My boyfriend's son toured with her for years because he's a dancer.
Yeah.
And he toured with her for years. And she would go on stage and call his name. And she is just a nice person. She's a girl's girl. And of course, this all started when they didn't see her in Taylor's suite at the Super Bowl, and people started wondering. So what happened was that she had scheduled Justin Baldoni at her house to discuss the movie, her and Ryan and Baldoni, and also told Taylor to come by just as Baldoni was leaving. Right? So that he could see her, not necessarily engage with her, but it was like a flex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Swift is knocking at my door when you're leaving. And Taylor didn't know anything about it. She's like, oh, hi, how are you? Nice to meet you. I can't wait to see the movie, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then Blake posted something like, I don't know if she posted it or she sent it to Baldoni directly, saying, like Khaleesi from Game of Thrones, I have my dragons. And you've seen you've met my dragons or something. And that's why Taylor Swift said, bitch, I'm not your dragon.
Okay. One, to be an adult and working in such an industry that has so much money behind it and making a reference to Game of Thrones.
Mother of Dragons.
That's really embarrassing.
That is
really
so embarrassing. I think she's lost it. I think she had a crush on him.
You said that before. And
because it's the only thing that explains this ridiculous behavior. People go, oh, well, no, she's with Ryan. Is it Ryan? What's his name?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. Okay, Ryan Reynolds is hot. Ryan Reynolds has a lot of money. But even people used to say that. Like Joanna Krupa is like, you can be what do you call it?
Beautiful. Rich.
Yeah, even a husband can get tired of fucking somebody that's beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter. It's just, I think that Blake Lively thinks that she's the shit. And it started as one thing, and I think that maybe she had the hots for him. I don't know. But they're going hard at each other. And the other day, Gary Janetti, who I love, and he's so funny, he only posts these one-line things in typewritten format. Do you follow Gary Janetti?
No, I don't.
Oh my God, that's your humor. And he goes, you know, it turns out it doesn't end with us. You know, it's like it just doesn't end. But he's so good. I'm tired of the story. There's a lot of people doing major deep dives. I'd rather wait to see what happens and stay surface levels with stupid things like really important Sutton's mother. Did you see it?
Oh my God.
We have to talk about this.
I have hated Sutton since the moment she came on screen. And now I'm like, oh,
poor Sutton.
I get it. Yeah.
Listen.
What a monster of a woman.
Sutton was explaining the complicated process of her greenwashed clothing line, okay? And she goes, it reminds me of ground beef. You know, they say it's made in the U.S., but everybody knows it's made in Cuba.
Can you believe that, like, okay, say that you own that house where her dad ended his life. And then they're like, hey, can we come in? We want to see the house. And it's like, okay, like, where did it happen? You know,
no,
like,
yeah, but I don't know that they said that, you know?
No, but you're going to be wondering it. I don't want a house and be like, oh, who died in here before?
I just went to see a house today in between our podcasts today, and it's such a money pit. But like here, you can't buy a house because it's like a frenzy. You know, you buy a house, it's going over us, and I don't play that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to pay stupid money because everybody's moving to Charlotte because they're escaping everywhere else. And then if you're from New York, you think, oh, it's cheap. If you're from Miami, you think it's cheap. Well, it's not cheap anymore.
No.
And so the house is like, and I told the guy, I go, how many are there heads in the attic? I mean, there are like, I love a fixer-upper, but this, I know people died there, but not just died of natural causes.
No, murdered for sure.
Yeah, murdered and shit. But now I really want it.
Oh, see, back to Sutton's mom really quick.
Yeah.
I know where Sutton got her legs from. They have the exact same twig legs. Yeah. But her mother is to sit there and tell Garcelle, like, I don't think it's your place. I'm like, all she's saying is, you know, I talk to your daughter a lot, and she always says to me, like, I wish that my mom would show more love towards me.
But you know how racist Reba is?
Oh, the way that she treated Garcelle versus Kyle.
Completely different from Kyle.
Kyle gave her nothing, and she was like loving Kyle. Garcelle gives her a scarf, and she's like, a scarf? I'm like, you bitch.
A scarf. What I can wear it. And she told her son was weird. She goes, I have a weird son too. She goes, yeah, I know.
I've seen him.
Like, and who calls her own grandson weird? Yeah. She's a monster.
She's a bitch.
And anything Sutton does now is forgiven. Really.
That's going to be tough for me, but
I feel bad for her because you know what? It takes so little. She wants so little from her mother. The mother will throw her just a little bone. And she's like, okay, that makes me happy. That fills my soul with joy. And it's like, all she said is, you're not an asshole. You know, like it's the lady doesn't believe in like love. I think there is something to maybe she was jealous of the relationship with the dad.
There's a lot of women who have that. There's a lot of women who I've found like are jealous of their daughters and almost do this thing where they put their daughters down so much so that they can feel better about themselves.
Let me tell you, there is that is such a common thing, and it's crazy to me, and that they compete with their daughters.
Yeah.
You know, it's outrageous. And I just, but I don't think that was it with her. I think it's that she was daddy's girl. And because she was daddy's girl, she got less attention, you know?
Gotcha. Wow.
And, you know, the man killed himself, and I don't know. But I'm sure it had something to do with having to live with her.
Oh my God. Well, you know what? Apologies to the people who bought that house and then had to relive it all again with a camera crew coming in, because that had to be awkward. Yeah. But anyways, Anna, thank you for coming here today. Guys, we have Paul and Patrick later this week, and it's a fun episode. I'm excited. I'm going to do a coffee reading. But I'm not excited to drink the coffee. I've never drank coffee before, and I feel like I'm going to throw up.
And you don't understand. It is Turkish coffee, Armenian coffee. It tastes like, I don't even know.
I don't even drink caffeine.
You're going to be so fucking wired. You can't take like Adderall or anything like that day.
I don't take Adderall. I take Wellbutrin.
Okay. I'm the one that takes
I think that I need to do it first thing in the morning. I'm going to need the earliest appointment they have because I'm going to be
Let me tell you, they told Teresa a lot of things that were real, and they got a lot of press for it.
Really?
Yeah.
I bet after they talk to me, they're going to get a lot of press.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
For sure.
I get it. Well, let me tell you, I apologize to our listeners. First of all, thank you for all the super nice reviews. We've gotten some really nice reviews, and we read them all, and it means a lot. And I'm sorry that that Ace was so inappropriate, talking so much about blowjobs and going down on women and stuff. Because I don't like that stuff because I'm very refined and I'm a lady, a Victorian lady, and I clutch my pearls.
Yes.
And I have the vapors. And I also want you to notice that look no filter, and I tried not to touch my carb face that much.
Thank you.
We're listening.
I appreciate that. I would like to apologize to the listeners for just talking. You know, most of the time you don't want to hear me talk so much, and for being inappropriate. There was someone recently who was like, "He's grotesque. I'm never listening to the show again." I'm like, okay.
Okay. Wow.
Good.
We're gonna
you
miss
old
her.
hag. Yeah.
We're gonna miss her.
All right,
but
guys.
We appreciate the ones who do. We love you guys.
5-star reviews only. And we will be back later this week with Paul and Patrick. Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Hurrdat. Thank you, myself. And of course, as always, thank you, Beyonce. Court is officially adjourned.